It starts off like a regular song, but it hits hard, a message that's been bottled up for years and finally released. After staying quiet for so long while fans and gossip accounts kept talking, Selena Gomez has broken her silence. And she didn't do it with a tweet or a dramatic interview. She let her lyrics do the talking. Her new song, Don't Take It Personally, isn't just another track on an album. It feels like a quiet explosion, the kind of track that doesn't yell but still shakes everything. The kind of moment that doesn't just trend, it takes over. For years, people have talked about the supposed tension between Selena and Hailey Bieber. There were always hints when they wore similar outfits or how their timelines with Justin Bieber seemed to overlap. Fans made endless side-by-side edits, analyzed old videos, and built theories on TikTok. Still, Selena never really said much, but now with just one song, it seems like she's done holding back. It's like she's finally saying, yes, I've seen it all, and I'm tired of pretending I haven't. The lyrics are sharp but not aggressive. They feel calculated, clear, and personal. She sings about knowing things others assumed she ignored. One line hits especially hard. I know the two of you used to talk every day. Another punches differently. You probably got a dartboard with my face right in the middle. This isn't vague or open to interpretation. It sounds like a very specific message, and fans noticed immediately. TikTok blew up with reaction. Videos, Twitter exploded, and screenshots of the lyrics started circulating like receipts. Many are calling this track her final say, not just on her past with Justin, but also on the long-standing drama with Hailey. Don't take it personally. Isn't it the start of the album? It's second to last, like she's wrapping things up, closing the chapter and saying goodbye without needing a dramatic exit. But there's a twist. In her album notes, Selena says the song isn't even about her. She claims someone else told her the story and she just connected with it emotionally. But the timing, tone, and emotions in the song seem too personal to ignore. So people are wondering, is she trying to avoid more headlines? Is she protecting herself from a media mess by saying it's not her story? Whether it's her own experience or not, the result is the same. The song has reopened old wounds and made people question everything all over again. Fans are now asking the question they've held in for years. Is all of this just coincidence? Or is this Selena finally confirming what everyone has suspected? To really understand why this one song sparked such a massive response, you have to go back not just to this album, but all the way to when this love story first started. Selena and Justin weren't just another celebrity couple, they were the couple. Their ups and downs, the way they were always on and off again, became a kind of public soap opera. From their early days at IHOP in 2010 to walking red carpets. Together, breaking up, getting back together, all under the public eye, their relationship became pop culture history. Every little detail of their journey was tracked online, every Instagram post, every paparazzi photo, every vague caption turned into fuel for fans and the media. And just when people thought maybe they'd find their way back to each other, one last time, everything changed. After their final breakup in 2018, no one expected what would come next. Justin's engagement to Hailey Bieber felt sudden, like someone closed a book without warning. One day he was Justin Bieber, fresh from an emotional history with Selena Gomez, and the next he was married. First came the courthouse wedding, then a luxurious ceremony. It seemed final, like the last page had been turned. But for fans, the story never really ended there. The internet doesn't let go easily, especially when things don't sit right. The timeline, the sudden change, the silence that followed all sparked questions that still haven't been put to rest. Hailey becoming Mrs. Bieber wasn't just a celebrity event, it became a source of endless fan theories and online digging. Some speculation was silly, some harsh, but it was all constant. People went back through interviews, old tweets, pictures, and red carpet moments trying to piece together what they thought the truth really was. And through all of this, Selena mostly kept quiet. She didn't feed the flames until she did. In 2019, Selena released Lose You to Love Me, a song that felt like a raw diary entry. It was emotional, stripped down, and it hit hard. Fans instantly connected it to Justin's engagement, especially one specific lyric. In 2 months, you replaced us like it was easy. For many, it felt like confirmation that Selena was just as hurt and blindsided as the fans were. It was the first time she let the public into her personal pain so clearly, and it struck a nerve. But Don't Take It Personally is a different kind of message. There's no sadness in her voice, no heartbreak. It's calm, collected, like someone who's processed it all and is finally speaking with clarity. It doesn't feel like an open wound, it feels like a scar she's finally ready to show. The placement on the album matters, too. It comes right before the final track, almost like she's giving the past one last glance before walking forward for good. But even as she lets go, she's not pretending it didn't happen. This song doesn't name anyone, but it doesn't have to. It brings up everything, the tension, the comparisons, the jealousy, without needing to point fingers. It's quiet but powerful, like a conversation you overhear and know instantly it wasn't meant for just anyone. Fans heard that and knew exactly who it felt directed toward. As soon as Don't Take It personally hit streaming platforms, social media exploded. TikTok lit up with breakdowns. Every lyric was picked apart and lined up against past events. Old paparazzi clips resurfaced, interviews re-examined, and it all seemed to point in one direction. Fan accounts edited the lyrics together with past photos and videos, building a case that Selena had finally said what everyone believed she'd been holding back for years. The line that made everything spiral was simple but shocking. You? Probably got a dartboard with my face right in the middle. It wasn't dramatic in delivery, in fact, that's what made it more powerful. It was said calmly, almost kindly, and somehow that made it feel even more cutting. It didn't sound like a cry for attention. It sounded like someone speaking a hard truth without needing anyone's approval. And then there was the chorus. Please don't take it personally. We both know that he loves me. It wasn't angry. It wasn't sad. It sounded like peace, but the kind that comes after surviving a storm. For fans, it felt like a final word, like Selena had closed the door, but not everyone agreed. While fans praised the song for its honesty and elegance, critics were more mixed. Some said it was a powerful, controlled way of handling a personal story. Others thought it was too pointed, too focused on old drama. Yet, online, none of that mattered. Fans weren't listening for perfect production or artistic growth. They were listening for the story, the closure, and they felt like they got it. What made things more intense was Selena's comment that the song wasn't about her. She said it was based on a story someone else shared with her, one she just happened to relate to and transformed into music. But that didn't fly with fans. If it wasn't about her, then why did it mirror her life so exactly? Why did it sound like it was pulled straight from the chapters of her relationship with Justin in the aftermath? Why did it speak to a situation so specific? It was impossible to deny. That's when the old rumors came back about Hailey allegedly copying Selena. Fans spent years picking apart similarities, matching tattoos, outfits that looked familiar, Instagram posts that seemed too close for comfort. On their own, each detail could be brushed off, but put together, the similarities started to look like a pattern. People brought back comparisons to a specific Disney date, shared phrases in interviews, even cooking shows and aesthetic choices. TikTok creators began uploading full series breaking down what they called copy-paste behavior. Despite both Selena and Hailey publicly denying any feud, the internet kept feeding the fire. Their silence didn't calm anything. It just made people more obsessed, and then the song dropped. Don't Take It personally didn't create the tension, but it made sure it didn't go away either. It didn't just stir things up again. It made people feel like they'd been right all along. To understand why this keeps happening, you have to go back to where it all began. Selena and Justin's love story didn't just belong to them. It belonged to an entire generation that watched it unfold. From that first date at IHOP in 2010 to their on and off years, it wasn't just a celebrity relationship. It was part of internet culture. People grew up with them, felt connected to them, and saw their ups and downs as their own. So when Justin got engaged to Hailey just months after the final breakup with Selena, it didn't feel like a new love story. To many, it felt like a betrayal, like the ending they had hoped for was being rewritten. And because their relationship had played out in public, fans felt entitled to grieve it, to investigate it, and to keep it alive. Hailey marrying Justin wasn't just a celebrity event. It became a source of endless fan theories and online digging. Some speculation was silly, some harsh, but it was all constant. People went back through interviews, old tweets, pictures, and red carpet moments trying to piece together what they thought the truth really was. And through all of this, Selena mostly kept quiet. She didn't feed the flames until she did. This isn't just pop culture drama anymore, it's personal. It's exhausting, and it's taken a real toll on both women involved. Both Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber have publicly asked people to stop, not once, but several times. And their requests haven't sounded like standard celebrity PR damage control. They've sounded like genuine cries for help. In March 2023, yet another controversy started spreading online, what fans jokingly called Eyebrowgate. It began when Selena and Hailey posted eyebrow-related content around the same time, and somehow it turned into fuel for another internet theory war. The posts were harmless, but the web didn't see it that way. Selena had enough. "I'm too old for this," she wrote in a social media post announcing a break. It wasn't sarcastic. She sounded like someone who had spent too many years being dragged into something she never wanted to be part of in the first place. She eventually returned to social media, but not with anger. She came back asking for compassion. "Please be kinder. Consider others' mental health. I only want good." You could hear the heaviness in her words. Then came something that made it all even more serious. In the same month, Selena revealed that Hailey had reached out to her privately. Hailey wasn't just getting hate comments. She was receiving actual death threats. And without hesitation, Selena stood up for her. She told her fans directly, "This isn't okay. No one should have to experience hate or bullying." In that moment, it was obvious the so-called feud wasn't real. It wasn't about them. It was about everyone watching, projecting things onto them, and spinning a story that neither wanted. Hailey has also spoken up about the emotional toll this has taken on her. In March 2025, she posted a video on TikTok that wasn't edited, scripted, or polished. It was raw. "Leave me alone. I'm minding my business. Be miserable somewhere else. Please," she said. There was no pretense. It wasn't some calculated statement. It was a moment of truth. She didn't sound bitter or dramatic. She sounded worn down. And honestly, who wouldn't be? For years, Hailey has been painted in black and white, either the villain or the girl who copied someone her whole life. People have compared everything she's ever done to Selena. Every look, every project, even the way she speaks. She's been trapped in a constant state of comparison. And when you live under that kind of microscope, even silence becomes deafening. Even breathing wrong can be twisted into a headline at this point. Both women have made it clear they want peace, not because they're hiding anything, not because there's still drama behind the scenes, but because the obsession itself has become too much. And yet, the theories won't stop. People keep building timelines, making side-by-side videos, and digging through years of interviews for patterns. It's not support anymore. It's surveillance. What started out as fans showing love has now turned into fans thinking they own the story. It's no longer about who's right or wrong. It's about when we'll finally admit this isn't normal anymore. The so-called obsession theory has become a full-on internet phenomenon. TikTok creators keep putting out content comparing Hailey and Selena's style, tattoos, and mannerisms. Some claim Hailey's cooking show mirrors Selena plus chef. Others point to a small tattoo behind Hailey's ear, the letter G, and say it mimics the one Selena got for her younger sister, Gracie. There are side-by-side shots of old Instagram captions, Disneyland trips, outfit choices, and two fans deeply invested. It all fits together like puzzle pieces. But to the women being talked about, it likely feels like a trap. Because when everything becomes evidence, there's no space left for coincidence. Everything is interpreted through suspicion. And that's where things cross the line from curiosity into something harmful. Some fans have even created documentaries claiming Hailey spent years positioning herself to get closer to Justin. These videos cite blurry photos, old clips, and supposedly revealing DMs. They suggest she used family connections and mutual friends to stay in his orbit. Some go further, calling her a stalker. Others claim she's trying to become Selena. These videos rack up millions of views. They fuel hashtags. They bring back decade-old content as if it's part of a court case. But it's not a court case, it's people's lives. What gets lost in all of this is that Hailey liked Justin as a teen. She liked Selena and supported Jelena back in the day. Yes, some of her choices resemble Selena's, but that doesn't automatically mean she's obsessed. People can be inspired by others. People can share space without trying to steal anything. Sometimes similarities are just that, similarities. The truth is, this isn't about a love triangle anymore. It's a reflection of how extreme online fandoms have become. What we're really watching is a mirror held up to our own behavior. It shows how quickly admiration can turn into surveillance, how fans who say they care start acting like investigators, and how public figures stop being seen as people. Here's the cruel twist. The same fans accusing Hailey of obsession with Selena are the ones watching her every move. They say she copies, but they're the ones tracking her step by step, archiving old content, connecting invisible dots. In a Reddit thread that went viral recently, one user wrote, "The obsession is coming from inside the house." That might be the realest thing anyone has said about this whole mess. Because when you remove the viral theories, the TikTok edits, and the receipts, what's left? Two women trying to move on. Selena is engaged, working on new projects. Hailey is married, building her own life. Both have families, careers, and emotions that no social media post will ever fully explain. And yet, they're still trapped in a story neither wrote or wants to continue. Maybe "don't take it personally" isn't about revenge. Maybe it's not a warning shot. Maybe it's a quiet boundary. A closing note. A way for Selena to finally step away from the chaos and say, "I'm done explaining. I'm done carrying the weight of this storyline." If you really listen, it doesn't sound like an attack. It sounds like release. Like someone finally letting go of something they never wanted to hold in the first place. And maybe the most respectful thing we can do now is let both of them go. Let them move on without needing to relive their past over and over again. Maybe it's time to stop watching so closely and start remembering that behind all the theories are two real people who deserve to live without being picked apart like episodes of a show we're binging.